What is up, everybody? We're back. It is Tim Williams. We're going to break down tonight's 5-game MLB slate for Thursday, June 9th. I hope you did well in your early contests. I hope I did well. We don't know yet because they haven't started yet, but I happen to be right near the San Francisco Bridge. Wow, how beautiful is this? What kind of life am I living right now? Who knows? But yeah, 5 games to break down. We're going to talk pitching, hitting. This is going to be a very interesting slate. The last game has so much variance in it. It is insane. So you're going to want to stick around. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I won't be doing videos every day. I know for a fact I won't be doing one tomorrow. But yeah, you're going to have to subscribe just to see if and when. Follow me on Twitter, Tim Williams DFS over there. So let's jump right in here. First game to talk about. We have the Oakland A's taking on the Cleveland Guardians. 8.5 over under here. Cleveland favorited at home. Caprillion taking on Pilkington. Caprillion 5.7K. Low price tag has been terrible. 15.6% strikeout rate here, 9.2% walk rate, 6.02 xFIP. He has just been so bad. Cleveland in general, dead last in strikeouts against right-handed pitching here. So just a really bad matchup for him. Really like the Cleveland bats here. Pilkington on the other side, 7.1K. I don't love the price. It's not bad. 29% strikeout rate there. So there is some upside there. We don't know a ton. He's still relatively young. 12.7% walk rate, which is a little bit scary. Really good matchup, though. Comes with some risk here. As far as bats go for the A's, I don't know how much I'm going to get there on a 5-game slate. Murphy, 3.4K. I always like him against left-handed pitching. 292 ISO versus lefties on the season. There's just not a lot of thunder, not a lot of power on the A's side besides Murphy and Laureano. With Cleveland, I really like Ramirez here, 6.3K. That price tag is a little insane, but 360 ISO versus right-handed pitching on the season. Really not striking out a ton, 8.4% strikeout rate. So he is very interesting. Naylor, 4.2K here, 244 ISO versus righties. Jimenez, 4.2K, also really good power numbers against right-handed pitching. So 3 of their most interesting bats for me. You really could full stack it here. I think there's plenty of options on the lower end to get to some pitching. Next, we have the Pirates taking on the Braves, 8.5 over under here. Brubaker taking on Max Fried. Brubaker, 7.5K, 22.5% strikeout rate here, 10.2% walk rate, not great, 5.02 xFIP here. He's giving up a 243 ISO to left-handed batters here. However, lucky for him, the Braves are mostly right-handed. I'm not going to get there. I'm not going to go that pitching route, but on the other side, Fried, 9.5K. I really don't love the price tag here, but the matchup's great. Low strikeout guy, 22% strikeout rate here, but really gets those ground balls, 53% ground ball rate, 348 xFIP here. I don't think I'm going to get to any Pittsburgh bats. It is a 5-game slate, but it is a tough matchup going against Max Fried at home in Atlanta. On the other side, I think you could just go wherever you want with the Braves here. Brubaker, he's giving up a lot of walks, giving up a lot of hits here. Olsen, 5.3K, 236 ISO versus righties there, 12% walk rate. So he looks really good here. He's probably my favorite Brave on the slate. Bats in general, yeah, like I said, they are in play. They're really, really expensive, but if you think they go off, I would consider Harris. He's probably hitting 9th. He is a left-handed bat going against Brubaker. He's only 2.6K. So Braves definitely interesting in this one. Fried as well. Don't love his price tag, but very much in play. Next, we have the Yankees taking on the Twins. Yankees are favorited here, 8 over under. Cole taking on Bundy. Cole, 10.4K, 31.6% strikeout rate here, 313 xFIP, 45% ground ball rate here. Really just has been terrific this season. Twins, definitely a little tougher than you may think. 6th in OPS versus right-handed pitching. I learned that mistake yesterday by playing a decent amount of Cortez. So I think the Twins, however, I think they're tough, but I'm not going to probably get there with the bats. Bundy on the other side, 8.8K, 19% strikeout rate here, 4.76 xFIP. Just a bad matchup. Not a great pitcher. really expensive, struggles more against right-handed bats. So definitely judge and play at 6K, 400 ISO versus right-handed pitching, which is insane. Stanton 5.7, price is a little high, but very much in play. The power is there. Rizzo, I know he's on the left side, but 5.6K has been pretty good. Hicks 2.9, definitely a price play for me. They're expensive, but there's a ton of upside for the Yankees. They're third in OPS and in home runs versus right-handed pitching. So prefer the Yankees over, Dylan Bundy at that price. Twins bats, like I mentioned, I don't know if I'm going to really want to attack Cole here. Buxton 4.8K, really just highlighting his price. 245 ISO versus right-handed pitching. Polanco 4.5K. I think he carries some upside hitting from the left side. Cole struggles a little bit more. Two left-handed batters here, so 198 ISO, which is fine. It's acceptable against right-handed pitching. So kind of interesting. Probably more likely to fade the twin side of it, but I think they're kind of sneaky. Maybe that takes me off Cole a little bit. It's just something to think about, but Cole has massive upside. Yes. Next one, this one's a little bit more complex. 9 over under, Orioles taking on the Royals. There's actually a decent amount to like here if you start to dig deep. Lyles didn't start yesterday because of the rain out, so he's starting today. 6.1K against Bubik at 5K. Lyles just under 20% strikeout rate here, just a little below average. Struggling against left-handed batters. Royals in general 23rd in strikeouts versus right-handed pitching. So not really sure I want to attack the Royals here. Orioles bullpen, I want to highlight 6th best bullpen ERA in baseball. On the other side, with Bubik starting at 5K, he has just been terrible. And I just want to highlight that he has a 15.4% walk rate, which is higher than his 14% strikeout rate here. So 6.08 xFIP. So he's just been pretty terrible on the season. Royals bullpen, 3rd worst in ERA. So that's kind of interesting on the Orioles side, right? Right. So we look at these Orioles bats and they are pretty much dog doo-doo versus left-handed pitching. 1st in strikeouts against lefties on the year, 26 in OPS. But something has to give here, right? Something has to give. And I dug up some research. And yes, over the last 30 days, that second half of the lineup is kind of coming around a little bit. And they're away from their home park. Mountcastle at 3.1K. 250 ISO versus lefties his last 30 days. Santander, 3.6K, 214 ISO against left-handed pitching last 30 days. Nevin at 2.3, Urias at 3K, Chirinos, if he's starting behind the plate, is minimum price. Mateo, yeah, it's gross. It gets pretty gross down here, but you could look to the bottom of the order to pay up for pitching, Cole. There's other guys on the slate that we're going to talk about. On the other side, Lyle's struggling a little bit against lefties here. So Benintendi, I think he's a cheap price tag at 3.5K. I don't really have a ton of interest elsewhere. I think the Royals might be picking up ownership, which is interesting. I don't know. Orioles do have that decent bullpen. So kind of like the Orioles lower half of the lineup here, at least early on. Last game to talk about here, and this is the one that can really just throw things off here. Red Sox taking on the Angels, 8 over under. Pivetta taking on Ohtani. Pivetta, 8.4K. 26.5% strikeout rate here, just under 10% walk rate. Not great. His underlying stats don't look very good. He's just pitching a little bit above his means right now, 4.64 xFIP here. Angels, however, are 3rd in strikeouts versus right-handed pitching this year, and they might not have Mike Trout. So we'll see how that plays out. Ohtani on the other side, 8.1K. Cheap price tag, tough matchup. 29.5% strikeout rate here, 8.4% walk rate, 379 xFIP, a lot of numbers there. High upside, nice price, tough matchup. His last outings, he went 6 innings against the Red Sox, 11 strikeouts. I was at that game and it was insane. I wanted to cry. I was like, what am I watching right now? This pitching is amazing. So yeah, it's going to be tough. There's a lot of variance when it comes to Ohtani in general. There's a lot of variance when it comes to Pivetta. The Red Sox have a very good offense. The Angels, I don't know what they have, but they've been really struggling. So there's just a ton of variance in this one. I don't really know how to approach it just yet. I kind of am leaning toward Ohtani. I don't know what ownership and stuff looks like here. Probably just going to be hand building 3 lineups tonight. Verdugo 4.1K. I'm highlighting him because he's had some success against right-handed pitching this season, under 15% strikeout rate here against righties. Did I say lefties? Right-handed pitching. Ohtani giving up some power to left-handed bats there. So he's interesting. Devers is interesting too, but he's really expensive. On the other side, Trout, he is day-to-day still 5.5K. I think that's an all right price on him. 398 ISO versus right-handed pitching. Just this whole game screams high variance, and I don't know what to do with it. But it is early and we'll see how things kind of shake out. It's the late night hammer game. It's the one game that's probably going to throw this whole slate off the rails. So that'll do it. My name is Tim. Thank you for watching. If you could just go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel just to find out when I'm going to be dropping these little breakdowns here. And I hope this helps you. It's certainly going to help me. So peace out. Best of luck to you. Have an awesome day. Later.